Hello and good night. Welcome to another bedtime story. This story is meant to help you sleep or to relax your mind. Try and find a comfortable place, such as your bed or a soft chair. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes now. Try and let go of the day as we begin our tale. Tonight's story is The Swan Princess. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, nestled between rolling green hills and shimmering lakes, there lived a beautiful princess named Odette. She was the only daughter of King William and Queen Eleanor, beloved by all who knew her for her grace, kindness, and radiant beauty. But despite her charmed life, Odette's fate was to be shaped not by her royal bloodline, but by a curse that would change her life forever. Odette spent her days exploring the lush forests and crystal clear lakes near her castle. She was particularly fond of a hidden lake surrounded by tall willows and wildflowers, a place so serene it seemed almost magical. It was here that Odette often came to escape the pressures of palace life, accompanied only by her loyal swan-shaped locket, a gift from her late mother. In a neighboring kingdom, a young prince named Derek was growing into a fine and noble man. From the time they were children, Odette and Derek had been promised to one another by their parents, who hoped their union would unite their kingdoms in peace and prosperity. Every summer, Odette and Derek were brought together to spend time at King William's castle. But their early encounters were fraught with awkwardness and misunderstandings. Derek often teased Odette, and she in turn found him arrogant. Despite their rocky start, the two grew up together, and their feelings began to evolve from friendship into something deeper. One fateful summer, during a grand ball held to celebrate their engagement, Derek gazed at Odette as she descended the staircase, her gown shimmering like moonlight. For the first time, he saw her not as the girl he had sparred with in childhood, but as the woman he wanted to spend his life with. Overcome with emotion, Derek declared his love for her in front of the assembled court. But when Odette asked him why he loved her, Derek stumbled, mentioning only her beauty. Hurt and disappointed, Odette left the ball, wondering if Derek's love was genuine or superficial. As the summer came to an end, Odette and her father began their journey back to their kingdom. Their carriage wound through dense forests and narrow mountain passes. But their travels were interrupted by the appearance of a dark figure blocking their path. It was Rothbert, a powerful sorcerer who had long coveted King William's throne. With a wave of his staff, Rothbert summoned an army of shadowy creatures, overpowering the royal guards. He seized Odette and, despite King William's desperate attempts to protect her, disappeared into the night. Rothbert took Odette to the hidden lake she loved so dearly, where he revealed his sinister plan. He sought to force her into marriage, claiming that with her as his bride, he could legitimize his claim to her father's kingdom. When Odette refused, Rothbert's eyes blazed with fury. "If I cannot have you as my queen, then you shall remain here, trapped in a form that ensures no one else will have you either." With those words, he cast a powerful curse, transforming her into a swan. She would remain in this form by day, regaining her human shape only under the light of the moon. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Odette, now a swan, lived at the enchanted lake. Her only companions, a group of kind-hearted animals who also dwelled there. Speed, a thoughtful turtle. Jean Bob, a frog who fancied himself a prince. And Puffin, a brave and resourceful bird. Though her new friends did their best to keep her spirits up, Odette often gazed at her reflection in the water, longing for her old life and wondering if Derek had forgotten her. Meanwhile, back in his kingdom, Derek was consumed by grief and guilt over Odette's disappearance. Convinced that she was still alive, he scoured the land, searching for any trace of her. One evening, while hunting near the enchanted lake, Derek spotted a magnificent swan gliding across the water. Something about the swan's graceful movements and the sadness in its eyes drew him closer. To his astonishment, as the moon rose, the swan transformed before his eyes into Odette. "Odette!" Derek cried, rushing to her side. Overwhelmed, they embraced, and Odette explained the curse that bound her to the lake. Derek vowed to break the spell and defeat Rothbert, but Odette warned him of the sorcerer's power. "The curse can only be broken by a vow of everlasting love," she said. "A vow made before the whole world." Derek's resolve only deepened. "Then I will make that vow, Odette. I will tell the world of my love for you, and together we will defeat Rothbert." But Rothbert was always watching. When he discovered Derek's presence at the lake, he devised a plan to ensure the curse would never be broken. Using his dark magic, he created a doppelganger of Odette, a false princess named Odile, who would attend the royal ball in Odette's place. Rothbert intended for Derek to make his vow to Odile, believing her to be Odette, and thus doom the true princess to remain a swan forever. On the night of the ball, Derek announced his intention to make his vow of everlasting love. Odette, trapped at the lake, watched helplessly as Rothbert's plan unfolded. Odile, disguised as Odette, danced with Derek, mirroring her every move and word. Derek, believing he was finally reuniting with his beloved, declared his love before the entire court. As soon as the words left his lips, Rothbert appeared, laughing triumphantly. "You have sealed her fate," Rothbert sneered. "The vow was made to the wrong woman." Realizing his mistake, Derek fled the palace and raced to the lake. When he arrived, he found Odette lying weakly on the shore, her swan form flickering. "Odette," he cried, cradling her in his arms. "I'm so sorry. Please don't leave me." Odette opened her eyes, her voice barely a whisper. "Derek, you must stop Rothbert. He's too powerful to face alone." Use your heart, not just your strength. With renewed determination, Derek confronted Rothbard at the lake. The sorcerer unleashed his full power, transforming into a monstrous creature. Derek fought bravely, wielding his bow and arrows, but it was not enough to defeat Rothbard. In the final moments of their battle, Derek remembered Odette's words and turned his attention to the swan-shaped locket she had always worn. Realizing it held the key to breaking the curse, Derek used the locket to channel the power of their love. The locket glowed with a brilliant light, overwhelming Rothbard and breaking his dark magic. The sorcerer was vanquished, and his spells were undone. Odette, now fully restored to her human form, ran to Derek's side. They embraced as the first rays of dawn broke over the horizon, their love stronger than ever. With Rothbard's defeat, peace returned to the kingdom. Derek and Odette were married in a joyous ceremony attended by friends, family, and the creatures of the enchanted lake. Their union brought their kingdoms together, fulfilling the dreams of their parents and ensuring a bright future for their people. Though their journey had been fraught with trials, Derek and Odette's love had proven unbreakable. They ruled with wisdom and compassion, and their story became a legend that inspired generations. And so, the tale of the Swan Princess and her prince became a testament to the power of love, courage, and perseverance, and they lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for listening to this bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed the tale tonight. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more audiobooks and tales to come. Until next time.